Hello, Stéphane.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Guten Tag. How are you?
Hey. Thank you.
Yes.
Fine. Wie geht's? Ja.
Es geht gut.
Es geht gut.
So, nice conference here, huh? As usual. Welcome to Bellinzona.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. What's the plan today?
Let's start.
Our boss. Your boss.
Do you want, I don't know, to sum up your year, what you remember the most, and
Oh, God.
some experiences?
Really?
Best memory
Let's
of
start from this.
2013.
Yes.
The best memory of 2013. Oh my God.
Okay, next question. Next question.
I was not ready for.
Okay, do you want to tell us about the show? Why
Who
you
chose the
chose
program?
the program?
Yes.
Well, actually, Laurent chose those programs a long time ago, and they were not very actual in my repertoire, except No Me Quitte Pas that I worked for Ice Age. But actually, Run was completely out of the repertoire because I was done with it probably in the summer. And after the summer, Laurent asked me to do it for the January show. So because it was a long time ago that he asked, I felt I cannot say no because it means I can prepare it for the show. And it's actually great to skate it again because when I was checking on YouTube the video to remember my program, I could see. Yeah, because you know, with so many programs,
if you don't use it,
if I don't use it, I really have to check it on YouTube. And when I check it, usually I don't check it when I perform it, and I don't have to remember it. I don't watch my performance, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I know it from the inside, but I don't know from the outside. And it's always great to go back to one program because then I have this process where I watch the program and I can see, oh my God, what am I doing?
but it was mine.
What am I doing? And then I have a new chance to do it with maybe the feeling that's
Different
feeling, and maybe with knowing what I want to change or what I want to do it better, and that's a good opportunity. So I was kind of excited to get ready for Run again, even though I thought that it was already a program from 2013 and now we are 2014. But still, and No Me Quitte Pas, it's always special. It's one of my favorite programs to skate.
Mine too, I never saw it before, so thank you.
You're welcome. It's really a special program because it was a hard time when I choreographed this number with Salome. It was a very special moment in my career, and now with the distance, it became a new feeling as well. And I can really enjoy. I love the song. I love the voice of Jacques Brel. I love the mood of this program, and it feels very comfortable to express that number.
Thank you very much because I didn't have the opportunity to feel live and this time.
So here in Bellinzona, it's probably not the last time because I really enjoy it, and I know it's always great to skate new programs, but there are some moments that I really enjoy skating programs that I skated in the past. It's special.
Stéphane, so my favorite.
You have a shout in both program for Opera on Ice, Regaleta and Toreador.
Yes.
Is it already tradition? Can we wait shout
Opera on
in
Ice.
other program for Opera on Ice?
I don't know, it's more in the character, you know. I was shouting in Rigoletto. Actually, it was not really planned in Rigoletto.
Yes.
And it was an improvisation, and actually there was
Very
this,
good improvisation.
and I think I was just ready to provocate a little bit this opera singer, because he was kind of in the center, and he was probably thinking it's my stage now. And then there is this silence in Rigoletto, and I was like, okay, let's use this silence. And then it's me, and he was probably a little bit shocked. What's wrong? It's my turn to sing, and so it was kind of a more spontaneous moment. And in Carmen, it was also not very planned, but I had in my mind the expression of the torero that I was watching when I was in Portugal as a child, and I remember the expression of those men screaming and provocating the bull, and it was that feeling that I had when I was in Verona. I was really into the character, and I could see the bull, and I could feel what the torero feels when he's on the field and when he's fighting. And I think it was very spontaneous. The image was already in my mind, but it was more like in this moment, okay, it feels like it's going to happen like that. So if the character asks for me shouting, I will do it for sure. But I cannot tell you when and where, but one day for sure.
Can I? I have a kind of Italian question for you.
Italian question? There are some Italian.
Not
Okay.
Italian,
But an Italian direction.
Because I want to know what do you think personally of the fact that Paolo Bacchini changed the trainer? I heard in the internet, I don't know if it's true, but I think so because Paolo says.
Yes, I don't really know the reasons, but probably, I don't know if it was personal reasons, if it was the conditions, his practice conditions. I don't know the reason, so I cannot really discuss about that. But I mean, when you do a change, it's probably because you need it.
You need it.
Yes, so I totally support his decision. And I mean, if he wants to move forward, or I don't know what's the reason, but he probably has a good reason to do it, and I support that.
Because when you change a trainer, you're searching someone else.
Not so. You are not searching someone else. I think you just probably at one point you get, I don't know. It could be financial problem. It could be the family.
Yeah.
It could be anything. We don't know the motive, so we cannot really talk. But I think at one point when you have to, if you are not 100% happy with your environment, you need to make decisions, and sometimes because of money, because of health, because of family, because of trainer, because there's so many reasons. You have to wait what is the best for you. So I totally understand that at one point you have to make a decision what to do, and if you have to retire, if not, it's very difficult decision for all the skaters actually. When do you decide to retire? Why do you want to retire? What are your reasons to do it? It's a big decision. It's impossible to know if you're not in the position. So.
Can I ask about the Japan national? I know that you watched most of the Japan national championships, and I know that many top skaters did very great job. But anything unforgettable to you?
The highlight of the Japanese nationals was Akiko Suzuki's performance in the free program. She was magical. It was. She was really cool. Yes. She was incredible. And I heard that a week before she had a really hard time in practice. But when you see the performance, you have no doubts. Like it's art, really. She was awesome. I was so happy for her, and also because she's my age. We are same year of birth. And I know how hard it is to push yourself every day, and I know how hard it is to bring that performance in your home country and in front of 18,000 people. It's a big pressure, and also the young skaters want it so hard for the position, for the spot, and she just did her job. I was happy for her.
Thank you. And in front of you, Tatsuki was appointed as a Sochi Olympian. How did you feel about that?
I felt also very great, and he should be proud of himself because he's been improving a lot those few months. I think he became very self-conscious about what he wants. He's more determined. Maybe before he was skating because it was his sports. It was his hobby, not his hobby because it was very professional, but without knowing where he's going. And I think at one point there was really a click where he thought, okay, now if I want to do something, it's now, it's not later. And he put all together, everything together, and it feels like he's in one piece, like it's not some pieces like that, and everyone could see that, everyone could feel that, and that's why there is a result, because he was really fighting for this goal, he was really putting everything together, and I was just one piece of the puzzle, but he was the one who was putting all the pieces together, so it's his his job.
Yes. Can I? So you said you follow many competitions now too.
I was always when I was competing, I didn't really watch my opponents, but I was always very interested in watching the other disciplines and watching other skaters. Yeah.
How are you doing to follow Sochi or Budapest?
I was hoping to go to Budapest, but finally I will not be there. But I will be watching for sure. I still don't know if everyone will compete there. There are already so many skaters withdrawing, and I understand because it's very close to the Olympics and it's important. But at the same time, if you're ready for the Olympics, you're also ready for the Europeans. So it's hard to understand the tactic about withdrawing. And in Sochi I will be there for the first week, so that means I will be there for the team competition and also for the pairs competition. But I also have to prepare for Art on Ice. I have 2 new programs to work on, and that means I cannot spend 2 weeks without practicing and without.
Which programs do you have?
Could you tell someone something about the new program?
Yes. So for Art on Ice, we are working on 2 programs, very different programs. Both of them are special because I was in charge of choosing the numbers. Of course, I cannot let others choose for me. But we had to negotiate a little bit, so it was a hard negotiation. But finally we have 2 programs. One is a classical piece on Grieg's concerto, the piano concerto played by Katia Bugnatishvili. The first movement, which is very long, and I think they will short it. It's probably 10 minutes, something like that. The first movement, and
it's
well, it's not going to be 10 minutes because Katya, she plays in 5 minutes. The concerto is done, so she probably will play the 3 movements at the same time. But hopefully, I will have time to skate. So that's the first program, and we already had some cuts, so it will be probably like 7 minutes or something like that. And the second piece is by Hertz, and I will skate by the song called "The Water," and you'll be watching that. In Zurich.
It's a secret.
It's okay. We'll be watching.
I can.
Will there be the orchestra with the pianist?
Yes, there will be orchestra with the piano. Yes.
Which orchestra?
You'll see. It's already many information. About the costumes, I have an appointment this week, so yeah, we will. I have ideas now.
What is for you Greek?
Greek for me is I was able to go to Norway, and I was able to visit his house where he was living probably at the end of his life, and it's a beautiful house in the middle of the nature, a very romantic place, very quiet, peaceful, and that's really how I feel Greek's music, very inspirational, and I feel the forest, I feel this Norwegian woods, and yeah, that's the kind of feeling, the freedom in the nature, and the simple things of life, and the beauty of the nature. That's how I felt when I was visiting his house, and it was very beautiful how he had his office in front of the window, and you could really imagine him writing his music with the view of it was a lake or a fjord or the water and the forests and all the green and the blue of the water. Was a very big impression. I could really see that he got many inspiration from this situation, and I was also able, next to the house they built a small concert hall, and I was able to see a concert, listen to a concert there. It was a sonata, violin and piano, sonata number 3, I think. And it was very, very beautiful. And behind, it was actually very nice because they built this hall with a window behind the piano, behind the stage, so you could see the lake, and you could listen to the music and see the beautiful landscape. So it's very, very pretty place. You should definitely, if one time you go to Bergen, it's close to Bergen, you should definitely visit this place. It's very romantic.
About the costumes, what do you think about yellow trousers of your friend Maxim Penko?
Yellow pants.
You know what? That's actually a present of my sister for Christmas. So she doesn't know about. She never heard about yellow pants of Maxim's yellow pants. So, and I actually at the first when I opened the present, I was like, really? Yellow? And me neither. I was not thinking of Maxim's pants. But now that you suggest that, well, I will go to Sochi with my yellow jacket now. I have to. Yes. No, and actually, I think it's really great. And I think what my sister was thinking because she told me that, is it's actually a really good jacket because it's very light and very warm. They use it for hiking when they go. My sister loves hiking, so she knows all the things and what is good for hiking. She told me that's a very good jacket when you are at the rink and you want to. You will be coaching the small kids, and it's good that you have a bright color so they can see you. They have a strong image. So that's why she decided for yellow. And I think Maxim had probably the same idea when he decided for yellow pants. He wanted to leave a strong image, and for the moment, he did quite a good job. So let's wish him the best of luck for the rest of the season. Yes.
Andrei Tarek too chooses John.
Yes, for the mask, no?
Yeah.
It's true. So yellow is the new black. Yes. They'll all come in yellow next time.
First time, all in yellow.
Yes.
So you said you watched the videos on YouTube for your performance, but did you ever think about recording yourself a video of all your programs and make a DVD for the future?
I would love to,
generation?
but can you imagine how
You should skate.
Hard work, very hard work.
yes, because it will take probably first of all we should book a rink, and we should cover all the advertisement and everything, have a TV crew taping it. I would have to remember all the programs. It's very I already thought of making a mix of many programs, because it's for me also very interesting to have the evolution. But then you have to have the rights of all the channels and all the musics and everything. I would love to make it, but I think
many things get lost. And
yeah, well, not many things. Thank God we have YouTube, but
Thank God we have internet, right?
yes.
and video recorders.
And I found many videos of me practicing when I was a child, and my mom used to tape my practices, and I used to hate that. And now I regret so much, but I would every time when we watch those it's still those cassettes that you remember, those huge cameras where you had to put those cassettes, and then this cassette goes into another cassette that goes into the and we try to watch all those videos, and every time it's my sister, because every time my mom would go to me, I would be like, no. So then she would go back to my sister. So all the time we watch my sister, and when you watch those videos, you're like, I want to see myself. And then I'm screaming at my mother. Oh. So a little archives. Not so many. I'll have to make some cuts and make a best of the screaming.
We can't wait.
I was terrible. I don't know why. I was so terrible. I think I was scared that she would record something wrong that I would do, and I was feeling that if she records it, I will miss the jump.
Oh.
So that's why I was like, don't. Maybe it was inside, but I really thought, okay, Mom, you know that when you tape, I miss the jump. Okay, it's your fault. I miss the jump, so don't tape it. I was terrible. I was a little un petit diable. And my sister was very quiet. She would just work and do her thing. She would just lose herself when. So she was very, very good in the practice, but as soon as she was putting the music to make her programs, she would, I don't know, she was paralyzed. She was not able to jump. So for me it was my mom's recording. For my sister it was the pressure of the timing. Like, now it's the music, it's the program, you have to do it, and then. So.
Could you talk us about your new autograph card?
Yes. So we are working now on a new design of the website, and we actually were inspired with the designers by a discipline that was that happened one time at the Olympics in 1904 or 1906, I don't really remember. It was called special figures, and it was actually a very nice discipline, because before they had for many years the figures, the compulsory figures, but that discipline was actually not compulsory figures, it was free figures. So the skaters were sculptures on the ice, because they had to make the most beautiful design on the ice, and after the judge would judge
On the ice, the
on the ice,
design.
the design of
Like the painting
the
on the
painting that, so it could be a flower, it could be
Wow.
you can find so many beautiful paintings that the skaters would do on the ice.
It's free or you have to make after master?
Sorry. So you
You can
just
tell
because
it
you
in
know the
German.
blade makes a curve on the ice, yeah, a mark on the ice. So if you can really control your blade, you can really write your name, or you can make a flower. You can draw on the ice, and that discipline was about drawing on the ice, and it was called special figures. So we found out about that, and it was just amazing how the Olympic champion could paint on the ice. It was very beautiful, and we thought, okay, we will bring this discipline back. And our idea, and on the other side of the card there is actually one of those special figure, and I'm working right now on trying to paint on the ice. It's very difficult, but paint with my blade. And to make a thing, but right now it could be only loops, and it makes beautiful hearts. Actually, you can make beautiful hearts just by doing loops like this, and all kinds of things. We work also with Salome, and that was the idea, to bring back something that we lost in figure skating, because right now figure skating became very athletic and very
Controlled.
control the points and the
Technical.
scores, and everything is very calculated. And I think that there is an artistic part of figure skating that we need to bring back, and that's a magical art, to sculpt the ice with your blade. So that was actually the origin of the new website. And
So what will be on the website? Like it will be with, it will
You
be
will
all.
You'll see. I will not explain everything. That's the inspiration, and then we will have the whole story, and we will make it.
So I think is there, when?
We
No, because it was in like a few months ago, like quite a few months ago, you know, when I could first learn that there is something.
yeah, it's true. It was already a few months ago, and
And then Artenice and Olympics.
Last
so it will be
year.
after Artenice.
no, hopefully it will be before our times. Yeah, hopefully. I make everything possible.
And what about the DVD?
That was also for the fall,
Yes.
and actually because a few of us are not very good actors, so we have to retape so many things, because we went already a few times to. We shot almost everything in Oberstdorf, and we had to go every time to Oberstdorf. When we had some things to redo, we had to go back there and redo it, reshoot, and now we found out that we have to redo some things because of the mics, because of it. We did it with our own kind of equipment, and we invested a lot of time, a lot of energy in it, and it's still not as we want. So we want it to have a good product, and as soon as it will be ready, it will be ready. If it's not now, it will be later. Like they say in Madagascar, they say mora mora. So if not tomorrow, next week. If not next week, it will be in 1 year. But one day it will be. Mora mora. Voilà.
What was your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite Disney movie were I think my favorite one was Aladdin. Aladdin, and I was crying so hard with the Beauty and the Beast. Actually, I really loved the Beauty and the Beast, and I really loved the teacup, the tea pot. Yes, oh my God, so sweet. Either and and also Ariel, the Little Mermaid. So the three of them are probably my favorite.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So everybody was shocked when we see the picture of you with poeta costume, without knowing that it was Toreador with poeta costume. We were like, oh my god, why we're not there?
So you found the suitcase?
Yes, my suitcase was found. Yes, a week later.
A week later? Where was it?
My skates, my costumes, my
In Japan,
my
or?
Christmas present, everything inside.
Wow.
Yeah. Never fly through Paris. Never fly through Paris. Don't use
So I
air
cut
France. Oh no. With Air France? Through Paris.
When I went to Adonis by way of Paris, I lost my luggage.
With the tickets inside. Tickets for the show inside the bag,
No.
right?
But I was able to watch.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, they gave her.
Yes.
It's very kind.
Yeah,
Very kind.
I was very annoyed because they couldn't understand. I was telling them, but I have a show and I have my skates in the suitcase. You have to find it. And they said, but we don't know where it is. And I was like, come on. And then they said, but why you don't go and buy new skates? And I'm like,
Here we have a show.
Okay.
do you know what I'm doing? It was. You cannot borrow some skates from. Yes, of course, I will take rent skates.
The blue one.
The blue ones, yes. It's funny.
It happens also at competition to someone. Did it ever happen to you not to have your skates at a competition?
It's Skate Canada once. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's true.
And they gave him
Merci, Wiki.
time late, and then how know that? Because when he was like during your program, commentator needs to say something.
Okay, so they said that.
Performance wasn't that good. The third program with Skate
Okay.
Canada, so they tried to explain what's going on.
Okay. And it was actually a long trip, very long trip, because it was in Victoria, so we were doing probably Geneva, Montreal, Vancouver, Victoria. It was very, very long trip. So we thought it's normal that they lost the suitcase. It's so many stops. The suitcase was too tired. But from Japan, I'm so used to it, so that my suitcase knows the way by heart. Yes, just don't know the Paris airport.
Or it just hates French,
No,
No.
I'm not a hater, and the suitcase neither. Oui. I think it's time to rehearse the finale. We have a little. I didn't tell you, but we have a rehearsal in 5 minutes.
Oh, yes. You have to.
So,
I have to.
We take.
Yes, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you.